This program is recorded and presented by Chippewa Valley Community Television. The audio for this program can be heard on WRFP LP 101.9 FM.
Chippewa Valley Community Television presents Your Local Race. Meet the Candidates 2016.
Hi, I'm Bob Brown, News Director at Chippewa Valley Community Television, and welcome to another in our series of interviews with candidates for the Eau Claire County Board. Today we're speaking with Ray Henning, the incumbent candidate in District 11, which encompasses the north and west sides of the city of Altoona. Ray, why don't you start with, you've been on the county board for 14 years, but there still might be some voters in your district who aren't familiar with you, so why don't we begin by just doing a brief introduction of yourself and tell the voters why you want to continue serving.
Hi, I'm Ray Henning from Altoona. I've been on the board, as Bob said, for 14 years. It's been a pleasure, and Altoona has grown a lot. We've got a lot of new people that don't know me, and we want to welcome them to Altoona as well as Eau Claire County. I've graduated from Altoona School, as my children and my grandchildren have, and I've been in business in Altoona since 1966. I worked for the post office for 38 and a half years. I owned the Golden Spike Bar and Grill for 28 years and 7 months. I started a trophy business in '74 that I still have. And besides that, I've been very active in city politics. Besides the county, I was on the planning commission for 3 years in the 2001 to 4. I've been on the school. They changed the name of it again. The Community Education Partnership Council. I've been on that since at the Altoona School since 2005. I've been on the Altoona City Council since 2007, and I still am. And I was on the City Planning Commission. As far as my experience on the highway, I am the current chairman of the Highway Committee in Eau Claire County. I've also served. I currently serve on the Land Conservation, the Landfill Commission, the Industrial Development Agency, and the Chippewa Valley Innovation Center. I've also served on Judiciary and Law, the Altoona Lake District, Planning and Development, and Human Resources Committees for the county in my 14 years. So.
Well, it sounds like you're a busy man.
Yeah.
As you if you do get elected to yet another term, what of the standing committees that the county board has, which ones would you like to serve on going forward, and why those?
I would like to stay on the highway and probably Parks and Forest and Judiciary and Law. I was on Judiciary and Law before, and I left there to go to planning, and then we had changes of people that fit positions better, and we switched. Mm-hmm. So those are my three priorities.
Okay. In addition to your vast experience on all these various units of government, what kind of personal qualities do you feel you bring to the county board that are particularly beneficial to the board?
Well, it's my commitment to being concerned for the people that live in all the citizens in Eau Claire County, and my history of my experiences going way back and being interested in being on the planning and at an early age with the city and continuing, and I really take pride in being a representative of the people, and I just feel that my dedication has been pretty thorough, and I've been around quite a while, so. Okay. Through being reelected, there are quite a few people that thought so, and I just hope they continue to do that.
All right. So. If they do, are there issues that are coming before the board in the next couple of years that you think are going to be particularly of interest to the residents of District 11?
Well, definitely transportation is a main issue all over the country, as well as the state and the county and the city. We were fortunate where the county did give us an increase in our budget for transportation in the budget before this one, and this one as well. And but getting anything out of the state has been a real problem for us for transportation. The representatives can't get on the same page with the governor, and so he vetoes what they want, and they don't want what he does. So,
well, along those lines, I mean, funding to county governments and most local units of government have been on a pretty steady decline, both from the federal and state sources, for quite a few years now. Do you have any new ideas for how the county board can fulfill the many tasks associated with it while still dealing with these fiscal constraints?
Well, we just finished our budget, and looking forward to what's coming, we have so many mandates that are being handed down by the state, and they've come up with probably 100 new laws, and just recently, and they some of those result in more mandates for the county and the cities, and it's very unfair. And when you already have a set budget, and then you get these mandates thrown at you by the state, and you try to fund those, it poses a real big problem. And if you have to do it, some are human services related where you have to have them, and then you either have to cut programs or budgets in committees that are committees that have their budgets, and you either have to cut them down or reduce employees or something in order to keep up. So it's because of the cap on raising taxes, it's a problem. So,
do you think the residents of District 11 are sympathetic with that challenge you face fiscally when they have certain things that they want the board to do?
Well, it's surprising. I don't get that many calls. I think that through the news media that we're fortunate to have today, that we don't have people that are interested that aren't educated. Those that want to know have many options of places to get the answers. So we don't get as many questions as we did years ago, because the media pretty well covers it.
Okay. Now, so you've been on the board for 14 years, but in recent years, the past 2-3 years that you've served on the board, are there any actions the board has taken that you're particularly proud of, or on the flip side of that, any that you strongly disagreed with?
Well, I was happy that we got an increase in transportation funding, which is the highway for the county, and the donations to Lake Eau Claire and Lake Altoona, and they're probably the mainstays out of the normal budget. But we all know the trouble Altoona had with the lake, and it's coming good. We're in phase 2 of the repair above the dam, and it should be done by the 28th of March, and that came in at a $51,000 cost compared to the next highest bid of $164,000. So we saved a lot of money. There's current dredging going on 24 hours a day on the upper end of the lake, and which is great. That will by the time to refill the lake, we'll be in good shape.
Okay.
So.
Well, in the short time we have left, do you have any final things you'd like voters to know about yourself? Keep in mind when they go into the voting booth on April 5th?
Well, let's see. I do have something that I want to read, because this, as everybody knows, they just came out with a survey of people that want a new trail up towards the new school, which is on the county highway, and it involves the county and the city of Altoona. And being a member of the city council, Robin Elvig, my opponent's wife, was one of the school board members who delivered a letter to us that said that we delayed a trail. We knew nothing about it, and so. They said it was a school and a city participation, and the school doesn't have any budget for it.
All right. Oh, well, we'll have to leave it there.
Okay.
We appreciate you coming in today, Mr. Elvig. Ray
Thank you.
Elvig, the incumbent candidate,
Ray
District
Henning,
11.
not
I'm sorry,
not
I'm
Ray
sorry.
Elvig.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You threw me off.
And I hope
Ray Henning.
and I hope anybody
that is-
calls me if they have any questions.
That is Ray Henning, the incumbent candidate in the District 11 seat for the Eau Claire County Board. We thank you for watching. We hope you will tune in to channel 994 on your local cable system to see all the interviews with candidates for the Eau Claire County Board, School Board, and City Council. You can also view those on demand on our website at cvctv.org. Hope you will do so, get educated, and go out and fulfill your civic duty on April 5th. Vote for the candidates of your choice.
This program was recorded and presented by Chippewa Valley Community Television. Chippewa Valley Community Television is made possible by continuing community support. If you would like to volunteer or make a donation, you can contact us by calling 715-839-5067 or on the web at www.cvctv.org.